Believe it or not, you don't need to be an animator to create something like this. I didn't use any complicated software or expensive tools. Just a few free websites and a bit of creativity. If you've ever wanted to make your own short animated story, stick with me. I'll walk you through the exact steps I took. It's simpler than it looks.
But then, I pressed the button again. The creature stopped. It looked scared. The lights turned strange. My toys floated weird. The room got too quiet. I held the button tight. Was it my fault? Then, the creature came close. It touched my hand. Warm light filled the room. Everything felt...
Just before we start, if you're into cozy animations and creative workflows, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button. Let's make more magic together. Alright, I had a conversation with ChatGPT and told it that I want to create a short animated story. I don't have the full script yet, but I do know that I want the main character to be a 6-year-old girl who discovers a magical creature. I asked for a few strong and emotional story ideas that could be told in 5 to 7 simple scenes. It gave me 3 story ideas. I liked idea number 1 the most. Then I told it that I liked the first idea and asked it to turn it into a visual storyboard with 6 to 8 short scenes and descriptions. I also asked it to make sure each scene includes strong visual cues, emotional beats, and simple camera framing. So now we've got the storyboard. I'll copy the storyboard so I can use it to create prompts for each scene and generate the images. Next, I'm using Magic Light AI, which performs really well for generating imaginative fantasy visuals. By signing up, it gives 300 credits, which is enough to create images. It has 2 sections, one for creating AI character and another for creating AI videos. We're working with the video section. So, I click on it. Alright, when you click on the Smart Script tab, you'll see a sample text that you can use for inspiration or change, however you like. This is where you write the main story of your video. Set the mood and tone, prepare the script for narration, and make sure everything fits with the storyboard and visual scenes. The basic script tab is for writing or directly pasting a ready-made script. We simply delete the sample text and replace it with our own storyboard. Choose the format and language, and also style. I'm going with the Disney style since it works really well for fantasy and imaginative stories. Then click Next. Magic Light breaks down the script into scenes and creates visual prompts for each one. If you want to change anything, you can click back to edit to adjust your storyboard and update the scenes. Make sure to carefully review all the scenes at least once. Often you'll realize that some shots don't actually fit into the final narration and end up being unnecessary. It's best to keep only the essential ones before moving forward. This way your narration will sync better, your workflow will be faster, and your visuals more focused. Click Next. At this stage, it analyzes the story and identifies the characters. It recognized the character Nora. Then I click on it. You can use this characters, but I'm clicking on Create. In this section, we need to enter the prompt to generate the character image. So I'm going back to ChatGPT, and I ask it, please write detailed prompts for designing the main characters, including their style, personality, and clothing, so I can create consistent and visually appealing avatars for them. I copy the prompt for the main character Nora and go back to Magic Light to paste it. If the character doesn't have a name, make sure to give them one. Also set the gender, category, and age. If you have a specific face or cloth in mind, you can upload it. Just make sure that If your story style is Disney or 3D cartoon, the uploaded face or clothing images match that cartoon style. Real photos might not blend well with these artistic styles. And it must have these required features in order to be usable. Then click Generate. If you're happy with the image, click Apply. If not, click Edit, adjust the prompt, and generate again. Alright, now we have an image for every scene. Now let's go over the settings for this step. You can adjust the voiceover speed. Also select the voiceover actor or style that fits your story. From this section you can edit the character as well as the storyboard. This section shows the prompt for each scene. If you don't like an image, click Regenerate to create a new one. Animate gives us tools to turn the images into animation, and it costs 100 or 150 credits per image. But we're only going to create the images, that's all. To animate the images, you need to have the prompt for each scene, or you can simply use the images themselves. Then you can give the prompts or screenshots of the images to ChatGPT, and it will turn them into a short animated video with simple narration. So make sure to save the prompts. Okay, click Next. Next again. This section is for cover settings, where you can change the cover image and the title style. Set it on No Title. Set the subtitle to No as well. From the Background Music tab, you can choose royalty-free music for your video. Make sure to lower the volume so it doesn't interfere with the voiceover. Set it to None. Click Generate. Here, adjust the format again. Click Submit, and here click Cancel. Hover your mouse over Download, then click Download all images to download them as a zip file. Now I go back to ChatGPT and say, here are the visual prompts. Please help me turn them into a short, cozy, magical video with narration and transitions. I copy my prompts and give them to it. I copy the narration for each scene and go to the DubDub website. It's not completely free. Okay, paste the text here. Then from the More Voice section, choose your preferred voice. If the narrations are short, you can paste them all together at once. Export it as a MP3. Follow the same steps for the rest. Next, I'll use a website called DIGEN to animate the images, which gives you 300 credits when you sign up. Paste the prompt here. Upload the image. You can also crop it if needed. Set the model as well. Here we have the model effects, but we're not going to use them. You can use the lip sync option and choose background music if you like. Also set the duration. Click Generate Video. Still watching? That must mean it's helpful. A like would be awesome. It's perfect. simple and clean with only gentle camera motion and no complicated animations. Follow the same steps for the rest as well. For editing, I'm using Microsoft Clipchamp. Upload your video clips and narration. I've already uploaded mine. I add the scenes to the timeline using the plus button. I'll add the voiceover to the timeline. I match the scenes with the narration. Quick reminder, if you're enjoying this so far, feel free to like or subscribe. At the end, I'll go to the Text tab and choose a preset to add a simple good night message, just so the video ends more smoothly. I'll adjust the text, font, and color. Alright, I'm adding background music too. Reduce the volume so it doesn't overpower the voiceover. I also add simple transitions between scenes to make the video flow more smoothly. So yeah, that's the final result.
One quiet night, I was playing in my room. Then, I saw a little glow under my bed. I grabbed my flashlight, and crawled down. There it was. A tiny button, glowing, like it was waiting for me. I picked it up. It felt warm. A little magic, maybe? I sat on my bed, looked at it for a long time. Then, I pressed it. And then, whoosh! A floating, glowing creature appeared. It was soft, like a plush toy, but alive. It giggled, and spun around me. Toys started floating. Lights sparkled. It felt like a dream. But then, I pressed the button again. The creature stopped. It looked scared. The lights turned strange. My toys floated weird. The room got too quiet. I held the button tight. Was it my fault? Then, the creature came close. It touched my hand. Warm light filled the room. Everything felt okay again. I smiled. That night, I kept the button close. It wasn't just magic. It was a friend.
And that's how you can turn simple images into a magical short animation. If you found this helpful or inspiring, a like and subscribe would mean a lot.